Beneath the Roses, a love story. In the quiet town of Maplewood, where old oak trees lined the streets and the scent of blooming roses filled the air, lived two women whose hearts danced to the same rhythm. Lily, a shy artist with an affinity for pastel colors, and Maya, a vibrant free spirit whose laughter could brighten the dreariest days. Their bond began as a gentle friendship, rooted in shared passions and whispered secrets beneath starry skies, but it soon blossomed into something undeniably profound. One late summer night, while the moon cast a silvery glow upon the world, fate conspired to draw them closer. As they lay on the grass, a blanket spread beneath them, the weight of the world faded away. Lily, cheeks flushed with more than just the warmth of the evening, stole glances at Maya, who was recounting tales of adventures and dreams. Time seemed to stretch, and in that moment, hearts whispered what lips would not dare to speak. Their first kiss came unexpectedly, fueled by the overflowing chemistry that had been brewing for months. Lily had turned her gaze away, blushing, and Maya, ever the bold one, leaned closer. Their lips met softly, a gentle brush that ignited the air around them. In that instant, the world vanished, the laughter, the judgments, the expectations. All that mattered was the depth of their connection. As their passion grew, they shared stolen moments filled with giggles and glances, becoming experts at weaving love into the fabric of their daily lives. Each encounter was an escape from the world, a safe haven where they could simply be themselves, free from the looming scrutiny that often accompanied their identities. They delighted in each other's company, exploring the nuances of their connection in the secrecy of dusk, away from prying eyes. Their nights were adorned with soft kisses and playful teasing, each caress a promise of love that felt both thrilling and terrifying. They would spend hours entwined, wrapped in blankets, sharing dreams and fears under the stars. Lily adored how Maya's dark hair framed her face, cascading to her shoulders, while Maya couldn't help but marvel at Lily's delicate features illuminated by the moonlight. But daytime brought its own challenges, the stares and whispered judgments of a small town that didn't always celebrate love like theirs. Yet, they faced each day with unwavering resolve, understanding that their love was as natural as the roses that thrived in Lily's garden. "We are just like the flowers," Lily would muse, gently touching the petals. "Beautiful and strong, destined to bloom regardless of the weeds around us." As summer melted into autumn, their love became a tempest of passion, explosive, enveloping, and intoxicating. In the privacy of her bedroom, Lily let go of her inhibitions. She envisioned Maya smiling down at her, their laughter colliding as they explored the contours of their bodies. Each touch, each kiss became electric, a language all their own whispered among the roses growing outside. One night, as they lay side by side, surrounded by petals strewn across the sheets, the world dimmed, leaving just the two of them. Maya was captivating, her eyes shining like stars. Their kisses became more fervent, each moment an accumulation of every stolen glance and lingering touch. They explored the landscape of each other's bodies, the intimacy deepening with every heartbeat, a rhythm that echoed their love, pure and unyielding. But in those tender moments, a truth lingered in the back of mind. Lily would wake in the morning, surrounded by the chaos of life that awaited her outside the sanctuary of their shared dreams. Yet, she had learned to embrace the chaos, finding solace in the knowledge of Maya's unwavering love. With newfound strength, she would rise each day, remembering the taste of Maya's lips and the warmth of her embrace. Their lives intertwined like vines, resilient against the storms of doubt and disdain. Each day apart became a countdown to their reunion, and tender notes exchanged in secret painted their worlds in hues of hope and anticipation. And so, as dawn light pierced the horizon, Lily would often awaken clutching the pillow where Maya had once laid, a bittersweet reminder of their closeness and the longing that accompanied love. She would smile, knowing that the world beyond her window held challenges, but for her, every day began with the promise of seeing Maya's beautiful face again. Love was a journey, full of twists and turns. They were two women determined to carve their path, celebrating through both trials and triumphs. Together, they embraced their identities, nurtured their passion, and forged a love that flourished against all odds, just like the roses that blossomed in Lily's garden, vivid and unapologetically beautiful under the sun. Continue the story. As autumn unfolded its golden tapestry across Maplewood, the air grew crisper, and a sense of change lingered in the atmosphere. Halloween approached, a time when the town's quaint charm transformed into a vibrant festival of costumes and decorations. For Lily and Maya, it was an opportunity for playful escapism and to further embrace their love amid the light-hearted chaos. Determined to celebrate together, the two decided to host a small Halloween gathering at Lily's art studio. It was a cozy space filled with mismatched furniture, the gentle sway of canvas draped across the walls, and, of course, the fresh scent of roses lingering in the air. They envisioned a night where friends could come together, a safe haven where love and laughter would reign. In preparation, Lily adorned the studio with handmade decorations, ghostly cutouts that danced in the corners and strings of twinkling lights that cast a warm glow. Maya, ever the creative spirit, concocted a punch that shimmered with colors like the falling leaves outside and baked pumpkin-flavored treats that filled the space with a sweet aroma. As the night approached, excitement bubbled within them. They decided to dress as images that represented their love, Lily as a whimsical fairy with pastel wings and Maya as a captivating witch, her dark ensemble complemented by a shimmering silver necklace that caught the light just right. The costume choice was both a reflection of the magical nature of their relationship and a celebration of how they complemented each other, the light and the dark, the soft and the bold. The studio filled with friends, laughter, and the essence of jubilant spirit. They shared stories, danced, and played games, immersing themselves in camaraderie that drew everyone closer. As the festivities unfolded, Lily paused for a moment, leaning against the doorframe to observe the joyful chaos around her. She caught Maya's eye across the room, instantly feeling a wave of warmth wash over her. With her heart racing, she made her way through the crowd and took Maya's hand, leading her to a quieter corner by the window. There, golden leaves drifted outside like nature's confetti, and the whispers of autumn filled the air. "What a night," Lily said, her voice wrapping around them like a soft whisper. "It's amazing," Maya agreed, her brown eyes sparkling. "But the best part is being here with you." Lily smiled, feeling a flutter in her chest. "You know, I think we should make this a tradition." Maya raised an eyebrow playfully. "What, dressing up and throwing a Halloween party every year? Sounds like a plan." Lily laughed, the sound ringing like a bell. "No, silly. Just creating moments where we can be ourselves, away from the outside world. Moments where we can celebrate our love." Maya stepped closer, brushing a stray hair from Lily's face. "I love that idea. No matter how much noise the world makes, we'll always find a way to be ourselves together." Just then, a group of friends jogged past them, their costumes adding to the playful chaos of the night. Maya looked back at her friends, then turned to Lily, her expression tender. "I have something for you." "Maya, you didn't have to. Just a little something." She reached into her pocket and pulled out a delicate, rose-shaped silver necklace, the petals intricately crafted and shimmering in the soft light. "Oh, Maya. It's beautiful." Lily gasped, touched by the gesture. "Just like you," Maya replied softly. "Put it on, I want to see how it looks on you." With deft fingers, Maya clasped the necklace around Lily's neck. The rose rested perfectly against her collarbone, shimmering like a promise. "There. Now you have a piece of me with you, just like I have you with me." The sincerity in Maya's voice sent butterflies fluttering through Lily's stomach. "You have no idea how much this means to me." She leaned in, pressing her lips to Maya's in a soft kiss, the world around them dissolving into the background. As the night wore on, the festivities reached a fervent high. With the punch flowing and laughter echoing, the dance floor came alive. They joined in, lost in each other's embrace as they swayed to the rhythm of joyous music. Every touch ignited the spark between them, a reminder of the depths of their connection. Yet, as the clock ticked closer to midnight, a familiar unease began to creep in. The earlier excitement was soon overshadowed by whispers of concerned friends worried about the public nature of their love. A few guests exchanged glances, murmurs about what others would think, finding their way into the corners of the studio. Lily's heart sagged, the weight of reality pressing down on her like a heavy blanket. She could feel the shift in energy, the palpable divide between the celebration and the harsh truths of their existence. How they longed for a world that celebrated love in all its forms without fear of judgment. Maya must have sensed the shift too, as she turned to Lily, concern etching her brow. "Hey, are you okay?" "Yeah, just thinking," Lily replied, forcing a smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. "Let's step outside for a moment," Maya suggested, her fingers intertwining with Lily's as they slipped away from the laughter and the judgment. Under the stars, the cool air enveloped them, and the chaos of the party faded into a distant hum. They sat on the porch steps, their shoulders brushing against each other. The silence was calming, and Lily breathed in the mingling scents of pine and roses. "I hate that we have to think about what others think," she said, her voice barely a whisper. Maya squeezed her hand. "You know I don't care about their opinions, right? This, us, is what matters." Lily looked up, her heart swelling with admiration. "I know, but it still stings. I wish we could just be." Maya turned to face her, earnestness radiating from her dark eyes. "Then let's be. No more hiding, no more fears. Every day together is a victory against the outside world. We have to hold on to that." A brave smile crossed Lily's lips. "You're right. No more letting them take away our happiness." With resolve in their hearts, they faced each other fully, their foreheads touching, and whispered promises into the cool night air. They were connected by something far greater than fleeting opinions or fears. Their love was a force, one that could persevere. As the celebration buzzed on inside, Lily and Maya made a pact. From that moment forward, they would celebrate their love openly and fiercely, a bond that thrived against adversity. Holding hands, they returned to the party, ready to challenge the world with the strength of their love. The rest of the night passed in joyful defiance, their laughter mingling with the music and cheers of friends. Lily knew that whatever the challenges ahead, they would face them together head-on. She caught Maya's gaze, an unspoken bond hanging between them. In that moment, surrounded by the noise and color of the night, she felt an overwhelming sense of home in the arms of her fierce seductress. As the first hints of dawn painted the sky, Lily leaned in and whispered, "Here's to our forever, whatever it may hold." Maya grinned, her heart echoing the sentiment. Together, always. And as they sealed the promise with a kiss, the world seemed a little brighter, a little kinder. Because for every shadow that lurked outside, they had found their light in each other, a love that thrived like the roses in bloom, beautiful, resilient, and unabashedly alive. As autumn deepened, the days grew shorter, and the chill in the air began to signal winter's approach. Yet Lily and Maya's love only seemed to flourish, insulated from the frigid winds of judgment outside their intimate bubble. They carved out moments of joy in the everyday, supporting each other through creative pursuits and shared laughter that warmed any cold day. After the Halloween party, they found new ways to celebrate their bond. They ventured into the forest to collect colorful leaves, months changed in their vibrant hues, and carved pumpkins together on chilly evenings, the flickering candlelight casting playful shadows against the walls. At night, they would nestle under blankets, sipping cocoa while discussing their dreams, fears, and the adventures they longed to take. But not everything was as idyllic as it seemed. Despite their newfound resolve to embrace their love openly, the murmurs continued. The small-town environment, with its close-knit community, often bred gossip that could spread as rapidly as fire. Lily began to notice the occasional sideways glance or whispered comment at the local cafe where they often met for brunch. It was as if their joyful laughter drew cautious eyes instead of warm smiles. One Tuesday afternoon, as winter's chill settled in, Lily decided to surprise Maya with a visit to her favorite bakery. The smell of freshly baked pastries wafted through the air as she entered, and the warm, cozy feeling enveloped her like a hug. As she stood in line, contemplating what to get, she overheard a nearby table of women discussing the recent Halloween party. "I heard it was quite interesting," one woman remarked, her tone dripping with condescension. "It's just sad to see young women like them flaunting their lifestyles." Lily's heart sank. She turned to find Maya at the table, the smile on her face slipping slightly at the words. No one knew exactly how hard they struggled to embrace their identities in a world that often felt unwelcoming. She felt the weight of the judgment in the air like a fog, cold and stifling. Determined to protect the light they had created, Lily steeled herself, took a deep breath, and approached the table. "Excuse me," she said, her voice steady, "but perhaps you have misjudged what you heard. We're not flaunting anything but love. Isn't that what life is about?" Maya turned her gaze toward her, surprise and pride flickering in her eyes. The women at the table shifted uncomfortably in their seats, their expressions a mix of shock and disdain at being confronted. "Well, don't you think it's unnatural?" one woman finally replied, though her confidence began to waver. Lily felt her pulse race, but she held her ground. "If it's what brings us joy, how can it be unnatural? Love knows no bounds, no gender, no limitations. It's beautiful in every form." The women exchanged hesitant glances. A silence filled the space between them before the table slowly shifted the topic of conversation away from Lily and Maya, giving them the opportunity to leave the bakery in peace. As they stepped out into the crisp air, the weight of the encounter hung heavy between them. Maya looked at Lily, amusement and admiration mingling with concern. "You were brave back there, but did you really need to confront them?" I can't let them define us, define our love," Lily replied, determination settling in her voice. "We deserve to be proud of who we are. I want to show the world that we're not hiding." Maya nodded, wrapping her arms around Lily's waist. "I love that about you. But it's exhausting sometimes, being in the spotlight like that. Can't we just enjoy our youth?" "Of course," Lily said, softening, "but we can enjoy it and be who we are. We'll find our way, I promise you. Even if the world has its dark corners, we'll light it up together." With that, they walked hand in hand beneath the stark branches of the trees, their spirits lifting in each other's company. They returned to Lily's art studio, where they could escape the world and dive into their own universe, fingers stained with paint and laughter echoing off the walls. In the following weeks, they turned their frustrations into creativity. Determined to create a project that celebrated love in all its forms, they began painting a massive mural on the studio wall. It was a fusion of colors, vivid reds and soft pinks, daring purples and soothing blues, symbolizing the spectrum of love that existed in the world. As they mixed colors and applied brush to canvas, their passion intertwined, allowing their creativity to flow, evoking a sense of freedom that danced between them. Maya painted a powerful silhouette of two women, vibrant and alive, their arms entwined in a firm embrace amidst brilliant roses. Lily surrounded them with swirling stars that represented dreams and hopes, each stroke igniting the story of their love. "I can't wait to unveil this to the world," Maya said, stepping back to admire their work. "Me neither. Imagine the conversations it will spark," Lily replied, excitement sparkling in her eyes. "Art has a way of breaking barriers, and this mural could inspire others to embrace their identities, too." Days turned into weeks, and the mural began to take shape, a testament to their love radiating joy and acceptance. With each night spent in the studio, they found themselves falling for each other again and again, the laughter, the shared whispers, the way Maya's fingers would brush Lily's cheek as she painted. But with the unveiling date fast approaching, the anxiety began to weigh heavily on Lily. Would the townspeople see beauty, or would they allow their prejudice to color their perception? On the eve of the opening, she felt a knot of fear in her stomach. Maya sensed Lily's unease as they curled up together on the studio couch. "What's bothering you, love?" she whispered, her fingers tracing circles on Lily's arm. "I just worry about how people will react. What if they don't understand? What if it gets ugly?" Maya turned to face her fully, her expression earnest. "You're doing something incredible, something that could open hearts and minds. We can't control others, but we can influence change. Remember why we started this, it's our story to tell." Lily leaned into Maya, her heartbeat steadying. "You're right. If we don't share our truth, who will?" The next day, when the sun broke over Maplewood, the town buzzed with chatter in anticipation of the unveiling. As friends and supporters gathered at the studio, the air was thick with anticipation and excitement. Maya's hand found Lily's in the crowd, giving it a reassuring squeeze. When the moment finally arrived, they pulled the curtain back, revealing the mural that reflected their souls, the vibrant colors, the entwined figures, the symbols of love blooming defiantly among the roses. Gasps and murmurs swept through the crowd. Faces morphed from surprise to delight, and for the first time, Lily felt hope wash over her. From the back, someone called out, "This is stunning. It's beautiful. Wow, what a representation of love." Another voice chimed in. Encouraged by the supportive remarks, Lily and Maya watched as people from the community stepped closer, captivated by the story painted on the wall. Choices were made, and conversations ignited, laughter mingled with awe. The previous gossip and negativity dimmed in the face of something genuine. As the evening drew on, Lily turned to Maya, a grin spreading across her face. "Look. They love it." A small group, including some of the earlier critics, stood mesmerized before their mural, eyes alight with curiosity and admiration. Then, one woman, the same who had been dismissive before, approached them hesitantly. I wanted to commend you both. This is not only beautiful but brave. I realize now that I didn't understand what love could look like, and I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing this with us." Lily and Maya exchanged surprised glances, their hearts swelling. As they talked, they felt the tension of judgment dissipating, replaced with understanding and empathy. It was a small victory, but in moments like these, real change began to stir. Hours later, as the celebration quieted down and the last guests trickled out, Lily looked at Maya, her heart brimming with gratitude and love. "I can't believe we did it. We shared our truth, and they embraced it." Maya grinned widely, leaning in for a kiss that lingered, echoing the promise of love and acceptance they had fought for together. "Your fear was only a shadow, and look, the light overpowered it." As they stood together before their mural, bathed in the remnants of warmth, they knew they had created something transformative. Their love had sparked conversations, opened hearts, and redefined what it meant to exist unapologetically. "Always, Maya," Lily whispered, looking into her lover's eyes. "Together, we will always find a way." Cheers erupted from the streets below, echoing throughout their small town, and the vibrant shades of their mural became a beacon of hope, planting seeds of understanding in the hearts of those who passed by. In that moment, they welcomed the future, hand in hand, ready to face whatever life threw their way, with love indomitable, beautiful, and theirs.